All right, this is our start of round one. We were on the draw. We kept a pretty good hand. Was just minus the spell snare. No way of interacting on turn one, but you know sometimes you got to keep those hands. He's going for the end of turn brainstorm. We have nothing to do in response. Okay, so it looks like he's Rug Delver, most likely. Okay, that would have to be Alurin, which I really don't know how to play against. I've never played against Alurin before. I can assume they don't have wastelands, but that's like all I really know right now. And even if they did have wasteland, I'd probably get an island here anyway. Just no reason not to. I have plenty of white mana. I only need one black mana as well, so we'll get an island. So the Allurin combo goes off with, I'm not sure what it is nowadays. I think the Harpy is still part of it. Could this be something else even? I don't know any other deck that would play Coiling Oracle besides Allurin. I think this is kind of early for a brainstorm, but I think we want to. Maybe not though, because what if we're not playing against Allurin? Then yeah, we're gonna wait. The problem here is though, if he's playing a deck that has counter spells, now we're opening ourselves up. But at the same time, we don't know if we're Allurin or not, so we might want to have different cards in our hand when we do cast this brainstorm. I think if he's Allurin, then this card is really good if we can get that down. Okay, that's interesting. If I were him, I'd probably name Brainstorm. So I'm going to cast this. After I cast it, I really have no idea what I would name or what he should name. So I think I'll just play... Let's go crack my fetch plan. I think this might be the pick for him. But yeah, we'll go with... Well, I guess we could save one card, because we don't mind having 4 lands that much. So we'll put the swords on top and expect him to name it. Okay, he went with Force of Will, which is interesting. I guess that's a pretty safe bet, but usually you only do that if you plan on winning that turn. Hope he doesn't plan on winning this turn. Once again, I don't really know everything about this deck. Okay, now he's going to go again. And I have Swords to Plowshare on top. Which I think is pretty key in this matchup. If their win condition is creature based, so if I have a swords, it's not likely that they're going to be able to beat me. So I'm going to have to let that resolve. So I guess it's not bad that I protected the swords, because now he also doesn't know about it. Unless because of this play he puts me on it, but he named Snapcaster. Alright. What would I explosives for? I think it would have to be 2. So I could get that down now. That would limit my GT potential. Well, I'm gonna put it down for 2 eventually, so I might as well do it now. Or you know what? I could leave both these open just in case. Yeah, that's fine. Just in case, because I think it is unlikely he's going to be able to do anything relevant this turn. Oh, he's going again with Therapy. Well, That sucks. Because now he's going to name explosives. Maybe we should have just ran the explosives after all. Like, one reason I was hesitant was he named Pierce. Okay. I guess he's going to go again. That's why I named Pierce. I don't know. One reason I was hesitant, besides the fact that I can't activate it yet, was because I don't know for sure if 2 is the number I want yet. I'm pretty sure it is, though. It's going to hit the Harpy, Quelling Oracle, Dreamstalker. Trying to permanent you control. Okay, so maybe this gives me a clue how this works. The Harpy bounces this, and the Harpy bounces itself, so he draws cards. Oh, this is another predicament, because he's probably gonna Cobalt Therapy me. So it doesn't really matter if I kill it or not. Unless, of course, one of these is more valuable. Well, I think this is more valuable, so maybe if he names explosives. Then I get to keep that. Maybe I shouldn't have given him the choice, though. He's ripping my hand to shreds here. You got the explosives. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I made a big misplay there. Yeah, I misclicked through his end step, so I drew the Caracas. Caracas, pretty sure is dead here. Like, there's a slight chance that his combo involves a legendary creature, and I could just stop it, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. And I think we've seen the combo here, and now I'm recalling it. The Dreamstalker bounces. Let's see. Does it involve another card? I know it used to be Wirewood something or other that drew the cards. And you would go play the Beast, the Harpy guy, draw a card, bounce the Harpy. But I don't know if it's different now with Dreamstalker. I should look up what the Harpy does. I'm going to do that, actually. So this is the... Oh, we just missed it. So this is the Harpy in all its glory. Okay, that's exactly what I thought it did. So... Okay, where are we right now? So the Harpy bounces this. No, that bounces itself. Quelling Oracle is involved. Okay, so this bounces Quelling Oracle. Harpy bounces this. Actually, you don't even need this guy. What is this guy in here for? Is this Oracle and Harpy? Oracle goes back to your hand. You pay 1 life to bounce the Harpy. The Stalker, I guess it could be a singleton for Imperial Recruiter. I don't understand exactly why, though. Okay, triple Recruiter. Okay, yeah, here's pieces are coming together here. If he recruits for a Dreamstalker, he can Dreamstalker or bounce the Recruiter, recruit again. That gives him... I don't know. An extra body? Just for Cobalt Therapy? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. A blue... Okay, yeah, here we go. Recruiter, Dreamstalker. Dreamstalker bounce Recruiter. Recruiter again for Harpy. Harpy bounce this Dreamstalker, and then using that to bounce the Recruiter. Then the last piece you get. So yeah, I think I figured it all out. He's probably going to be pretty unhappy that I top decked a Path. I'm pretty sure I can stop the combo with it. Maybe not now. Well, yeah, I think I can. He's trying to play around one Swords of Plowshare. Okay, yeah, I was right about this. I figured it out. Okay, so what can I do? I could get rid of both of these. Pretty sure. Well, that stops the combo unless he has something in hand. So right now he's going to get the Cavern Harpy. Okay, let's assume he has nothing. If I kill both those, then his combo's stopped. But if I let it continue, can I still stop it? He's bouncing Recruiter for a Harpy, cast Harpy. And he has to bounce a blue or black creature. So if I get rid of this guy at that point, he just has a Harpy. So that would only cost me 1 swords. He would still have a Harpy, but I would have another path in my hand. So I think that's safer. Although it is impossible to actually kill the Harpy with these. So what would he do with the Harpy? Cast a Coiling Oracle. In which case he could bounce the Harpy, cast it, save the Oracle. Great. Okay, so if he has Coiling Oracle in hand, then I have to do it now, is my conclusion. Also, I think once these two are gone, the recruiters, he can only combo if he has naturally drawn the Oracle and Harpy. So I think this is our play. Yeah, so now he can only combo by having oh, there it is, you have the Coiling Oracle. So I think I played around the correct cards. My stuff is getting all jumbly. Oops. Did I mess it up twice? No, okay. So now he's just digging. He had the Oracle, so now he's just digging for a Harpy. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna probably get there before I find an answer. Although I don't know how many copies of Harpy they play. Yeah, he's digging deep. He can repeal the Oracle for another couple of cards. Maybe he's gonna fetch, probably go with the repeal plan. No, okay, just another Brainstorm. That's good too. Though now he locks himself for those 2 extra blank cards. So I probably would have gone with the repeal plan first if I were him. Hase? Alright, we'll Brainstorm, I think. Fate Sealing is not very good because he's going to have a blank on top. Could, though, Fate Seal ourselves because he has a Lurin, so he can put an extra power on the board on my end step. But I could hit my own Snapcaster Click or Stoneforge off the Brainstorm and then cast that. So I'm gonna go with the Brainstorm plan. Let's go fetch out a dual land here. Oops. So I need one of 9 creatures for best effect. A copy of Brainstorm would also be handy. Ew. That's not what I wanted whatsoever. So we're going to Inquisition him, I guess. It's so bad. And we're gonna hold on to. Oh, that's really bad. I could get the repeal with the Pierce, but this is the only time I'll ever be able to use the Pierce again. So I have to choose one of these. The repeal is basically draw 2 cards for him, so I think that's the best card I can take. We'll go ahead and hold on to Inquisition for next turn, though it is probably dead. Because whatever he's got, he could either kill me or play everything. Oh, an Intuition. Well, I'll counter that. I guess either one of these actually would have been live here. Technically. No, actually that's not true. Actually, that's even... Something's weird here. Because if he could Intuition for the win, he could do it at sorcery speed and kill me. So he's not Intuitioning for the win here. That means he doesn't have 3 Harpies in his deck, I assume. Logically, you'd play 3 if you're playing Intuition. Unless you're just on the... Oh yeah, I guess he could just be on... Since Recruiter always works for the combo by itself, I guess you don't need to play 3 Harpies. Oh sweet, he didn't have a creature. I figured that would be one of the cards he had. Yeah, I'm really happy about Jace living, because that was actually... I really thought I was going to die. And that was really important. So he's down to 1 card, and it's just a repeal. Shuffled away his blank. And he's going to attack Jace. Repeal Oracle. Go 2 cards deeper. Also, how does this deck kill? Once it draws all the cards. Could be anything. Okay. I guess we don't need to fear anything. Okay. I need to find a creature here sometime. I can't equip Jite to Jace. That's the one thing he can't do. So with swords, yeah, I'm gonna... If he ever has the Harpy, I can swords the Oracle in response. You know what, though? I should, That stops the combo. But if I wait and he draws the Harpy, he could therapy me, get the swords out of the way, and then Harpy. Or, in any case, he could also just combo at instant speed, unless I cast this, before I let him draw the Harpy. Well, since the Oracle is attacking Jace, and he has Therapy in Graveyard, I'm going to go ahead and swords this here. So I gave him 1 card to see, and if it's a Harpy, I die. Actually, he could also have Dreamstalker, and that would just be, you know, value for him. But since he did attack Jace with that Coiling Oracle, I just can't really pass this up. Force. All right. Didn't expect that, but fair enough. Okay, now we're talking. That's exactly what I needed. I could start fake sealing. He has a fetch land, so there's not much point in doing it right now. Jace is probably gonna live. Yeah, I think he's F6 though, so I'm gonna fate seal and. Oh wow, how lucky am I? Actually, there is good reason to fate seal. Even if I do want to leave it on top, yeah, that's the reason, just because of that. And it paid off, luckily. And if I'm a huge psychopath, I could leave it on top. Because in most cases, when they have fetch line, you just snap leave it on top. But there's no reason to take that risk when he has the card he needs to win the game on top. Yeah, he's gonna concede here. I was gonna fate seal just for good measure, but I knew he was conceding. And of course I would have attacked first as well. So explosives actually doesn't work on 2 because of the harpy. So the way it goes is it goes recruiter into Dreamstalker, cast Dreamstalker, or first you get the other recruiters for good measure. So I have to. My only play is to blow up Dreamstalker. Which doesn't work. Well, no, it does work, but he has to already have gotten the harpy. Therefore, it doesn't work. Cause okay, yeah. So he gets let's say he gets Dreamstalker, plays Dreamstalker, bounces Recruiter, casts Recruiter. Okay, so if I let him have the harpy right there, he can cast the harpy. No, I could do that while harpy's on the stack. So okay, harpy on the stack, kill Dreamstalker. Okay, but let's say he has 2 Dreamstalkers. It's the same thing. Okay, so it does work. It's better than not having it, I suppose. Terminus. Terminus could even be better than explosives. I have to have a brainstorm in hand. Nah, that's not better. Because he's gonna rip my hand up. He's gonna know most of my hand. So permanent based answer is actually probably a good bet. Actually, Mystic is good. We're gonna try to take advantage of his Allurin. That's why he picked Snapcaster Mage, I think, because that takes the best advantage of Allurin. Pierce is good. Snare is good. Extraction is good counter to Intuition. Just ends the combo. I actually don't have a lot of bad cards at all. Take out one of these. Probably not the 3rd Jace after all. Yeah, I don't have a lot of bad cards. Let's see. Yeah, what is one copy? One copy of these doesn't actually do anything. Does it? No, it does. I do the same thing. Or no, it's different. I'm running out of time. Where Explosives destroys multiple Dreamstalkers, so like if he gets just 2 Dreamstalkers in play, then Swords does nothing. Yeah. So maybe that's the cut here? It just does nothing by itself? I'm seriously running out of time. And I really just have no idea what to cut. Oh, it's awful. Jeez. I had to just make some decisions so that I could actually get any sideboarding in. Well, if I can't cut anything, the matchup has to be pretty good, right? Feels a little weird cutting the paths and wanting to cut the swords because they seem like they'd be good, but they actually might not be. Okay, that sounds good to me. maybe I could have boarded Jace out? I don't know. I usually like Jace against combo decks. Yeah, I think I like Jace here. So I kept a double Brainstorm hand. Was very glad he didn't Cabal Therapy me, because I would name Brainstorm. Also, for explosives, if I could put it on 3, that would also be a good plan. That might be impossible though. And also, if explosives in comparison to path, explosives lets me extract things. Also, not knowing his win condition is kind of bad, because it's possible maybe his win condition is weak to swords, or like if I explode for 2 with the, oh, that wouldn't work at all. Forget that idea. You got it. But the swords plan, yeah. I doubt it's good against whatever his win condition is, but that just wouldn't be a good win condition if it was weak to swords. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's no reason to extract here. Like, hitting Brainstorm is pretty good against a deck like this, but not when he had just Brainstormed. Like, put his blanks on top. Sure. So if he's paying mana, he just has nothing to do this turn, I assume. Because paying life against this deck is not really any concern whatsoever. So then if he knows about this, it's going to be not as good. Oops. I think he might force this. If he has it. Now the games begin. Okay, I want to protect 2 spells. Jace is not important. There's 0. I can't really count on him ever naming any of these, so I mean, I could be super safe and protect a Force of Will, but I feel like if he, no, he could actually name Force of Will, I think. Very, very difficult. I think I just want to protect these 2. It seems like the most obvious play. Like, from, if I were in his standpoint, those would be the spells I expect me to protect. But if he names Force of Will, like, was it, that's, he named Brainstorm? Yeah, I think he should have named Force of Will. And that's why I might have made a mistake there. It should be obvious I'm putting back Brainstorm Surgical. So you just name Force of Will. So I should have just put back Brainstorm and Force of Will. That also hides one of the Force of Wills from his, just from him knowing. And if he names it, then I have one that he doesn't know about. Yeah, this extraction is bugging me what to do with this. I feel like it could win me the game, or I could just waste it on Cabal Therapy. Like, to get those out of the way. To know his hand up front. Like, I can still flash it back. Why would he crack a fetch here? The only reason to crack a fetch here is to cast a Lurin. That doesn't make any sense, because he knows I have 2 Force of Wills. If the Lurin goes to the graveyard, I'm going to Surgical it, and I'm pretty sure he's dead. Okay, he's just thinning. He thinned before he drew a card, so... Okay, now I need to draw Inquisition or Thoughtseize, or rather, Inquisition or Cabal Therapy. And that's going to turn the Surgical Extraction on. Yep. Okay, so swords are bad, I think. We're going to lose the swords. We're going to lose... Okay, this one's tough. Because we need land. We need land. We want this for Jite. We want to keep all our blue cards if possible. So... He should have named Force of Will. And I should have played around it. Okay, what do we not want? Guess we don't need that many blue cards, so we'll put back Jace. And we will brainstorm again. Because, yeah. Actually, do we want to brainstorm? Maybe we don't. I'm going to go Surgical. I'm going to go Inquisition, Surgical, 2 mana up. Probably for Stoneforge. Yeah. So this is kind of a loose one. Because all the cards in our hand are live. Okay, we picked up a Snapcaster. Awkward. Super awkward. Repeal Force and 2 Lurin. So if I picked off the repeal, he'd have nothing to force with. That's stupid. That's really stupid. We're not going to do that. But knowing his hand is really nice. Also, we would have timed him out, and I think if he won this game, we would have had a good chance to do that. He said he was triple queuing, which is probably not a good idea when playing Legacy. Alright, so it's going to be Force, Force, Force. I'm going to win that, and then I'm going to extract it. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's also okay with me. So now, it's pretty much the same thing. This time I get to, instead of forcing, I get to just Snapcast the Surgical. It's weird that he did that. It seems like he would have to have a plan if he's doing that play, because he knows he knows my whole hand. He knows it many times. Actually, wait a minute. I thought he only had one other card in his hand. Oh yeah, repeal. No. Okay, he used the repeal. One card is a Lurin, one card is unknown, right? Okay. Turn 5, wow. Okay. That went pretty well. We didn't know what we were doing at first, but we figured it out, played pretty well afterwards. So that puts us at 1-0. Probably starting the next round pretty soon.